Ishabon and Guru in the house, back with another Arsenal News episode. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this basically has to be an Arsenal News channel, podcast, whatever you want to say it. But right now, we've got news all around Europe. We've got news about the Super League. This is the official rumored to be the logo of the European Super League. So, is it happening? People were saying to me, I think Junaid was one of them who was saying to me that Arsene Wenger said it's not possible. If anyone who's believing that the Super League is not gonna happen, it is happening. It is happening, bro. Yeah, you just and I'll prove it to you in this episode. So stay tuned. And first news that we got here is about Arsenal. All the six members of the European Super League, as mentioned, the top six, the traditional top six, have left ECA. They have left ECA. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, ECA means the members who actually are the clubs that are members of this association actually get to play European football, the Europa League and the Champions League. So there are some members of it. So the traditional top six are all everyone else. Everyone is a member of this association, and all the six of them, Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, Tottenham, and Arsenal, all have stepped down. Manchester United, Ed Woodward has stepped down. Vinay Venkatesan from Arsenal has stepped down as well. What does this mean? Simple. They had to step down because they don't want to go forward with whatever UEFA, FIFA, and their respective football associations have to say. So they can actually bring this elite competition, is what they say is elite, is is brought forward to. Also, everyone was suggesting, what happens to the Champions League? What happens to the semi-finals of the Europa League now? Well, there were some rumors which were suggested that the Champions League and Europa League has been suspended, but according to Rob Harris, no, that has not been suspended yet. There's a meeting going on within the UEFA now. Fabrizio Romano tweets out that there's nothing stated, official or confirmed yet about next Champions League and Europa League matches temporarily suspended. No press release, nothing decided yet. UEFA meeting in the next hours will clarify this point. Bakary Sagna tweeted out that, okay, I think I will stop watching football because the football I know is not football anymore. Jason Bird tweets out that, of Telegraph, he tweets out that told all six Premier League clubs have quit the European Club Association, along with the six other founding fathers of the Super League, which includes three from Italy and three from Spain. And everyone else is actually boasting of Bayern Munich saying no, Paris Saint-Germain saying no, we should learn from them. Wait. Sooner or later, it is rumored that they might join them. Because of the backlash, they have not, probably. But the official Chelsea club statement came in yesterday night that Chelsea have came in today. Sorry, the Chelsea FC today has joined 11 of Europe's leading clubs in forming a new midweek competition, the European Super League. A joint statement released by all 12 founding clubs is below. Yes. They have named all the 11 other teams apart from Chelsea. Going forward, the founding clubs look forward to holding discussions with UEFA and FIFA to work together in partnership to deliver the best outcomes of the new league and for football as a whole. The formation of the Super League comes at a time when the global pandemic has accelerated the instability in the existing European football economic model. Further, for a number of years, the founding clubs have had the objective of improving the quality and intensity of existing European competitions throughout each season and of creating a format for top clubs and players to compete on a regular basis. They've already explained the competition format. Well, not only Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool have come up with their official statement on their Twitter accounts or on their websites, if you can go and check it out. So, Fabrizio Romano says, after the Super League statement, this is UEFA's. We already mentioned that UEFA would even consider banning the players from representing their whole nation, if that's so. Simon Stone tweets out that Florentino Perez, president of Real Madrid, was elected for another fresh 4 to 5 years term that they actually get. And he is the first chairman of the Super League, said, we will help football at every level and take it to its rightful place in the world. How crazy is that? They have signed it, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't think so. It's happening. It is happening. So in between this, let's talk about something different. The Mirror say the Crystal Palace are the latest Premier League club to show an interest in Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Leeds have also been watching the developments, while there has been interest from French club Monaco as well. And let's talk about the 12 clubs pursuing a Super League have told the leaders FIFA and UEFA that legal action is already being pursued to stop them from action intended to thwart the launch of the breakaway competition, according to a letter obtained Monday by the AP. The letter was sent by a group of English, Spanish, and Italian clubs to FIFA President Gianni Infantino and UEFA counterpart Alexander Seferin, saying that the Super League has already been underwritten by funding of 4 billion euros from a financial institution. It is going to happen. If you still believe, if you're living under a rock and believing that it's not going to happen, it is happening. Yes. I don't know, man. And Lacazette on his Twitter says, everything is not only on my side, there is also the club, the manager, there are different things we have to think about. So ladies and gentlemen, as of now, what is happening that the Super League could start in August this year, according to Tutto Mercato Web. So all of the founding clubs will receive an amount of 3.5 billion euros solely to support their infrastructure investment plans and to offset the impact of the pandemic. The Super League format will consist of midweek fixtures, with all the participating clubs continuing to compete in their respective national leagues, preserving the traditional domestic match calendar which remains at the heart of the club game. Joel Glazer, another vice chairman from the owner of Manchester United, says, by bringing together the world's greatest clubs and players to play each other, the Super League will open a new chapter for the European football, ensuring world-class competition and increased financial support for the wider football pyramid. Unbelievable. Even Arsenal came up with their official statement as well. And according to ABC Deportes, all 12 participating clubs might be excluded from European competition and the domestic leagues for the upcoming season. Also, according to Alex Wickham, Boris Johnson and Olivier Dowden are tonight drawing up potential government-enforced consequences for clubs if they go ahead with the proposed Super League plans. I highly doubt that. But moving on. So talking about different stuff, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you like it or not, but Vinay Venkatesham has stood down from his position on the European Club Association. Yeah. Some club executives described Juventus chairman Andrea Agnelli as a snake for the manner in which he appeared to double-cross UEFA and the ECA while joining the breakaway. Only last month, Agnelli publicly described the Suez-style UCL reforms as beautiful. And Ed Woodward, Vinay Venkatesham and Ivan Gazidis of AC Milan are all expected to resign or be removed from the European Club Association board for the perceived treachery. On Sunday, several sources suggested Arsenal former head of football Raul Sanyehi had been involved as an intermediary between discussions. Sanyehi did not comment when approached. American investment bank JP Morgan have confirmed they are financing the new European Super League. So, ladies and gentlemen, you may believe it or not, but yes, it is happening. It is about to happen. It is bound to happen. You can't stop it. And support elsewhere has come from Tottenham, who, despite winning only the 2 significant trophies since 1991, are seen as commercially appealing due to the club's new stadium, exposure to an Amazon Prime documentary, and celebrity manager in Jose Mourinho. Projections shared between the clubs early this year suggested each club could earn $400 million each for taking part in the Super League, which would be 4 times as much as the winner of last season's Champions League. The project is sufficiently advanced that the clubs have held discussions with the European investment bank JP Morgan, which would underwrite the league by debt financing and set it against future broadcast revenue. So sources said paperwork distributed between clubs are agreements of principles and memorandums of understanding at this stage rather than contractually binding. Much of the groundwork has been through secret WhatsApp groups and Zoom calls between the billionaires. So, sources also contacted El Mundo. They said that both Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, as well as French champions Paris Saint-Germain, despite not having joined the founders for now, will do so at a later date. The tournament will be completed with 5 guest teams. So it is happening as we speak. It is happening as we speak. And you might not agree with it. You might feel bad, ashamed, everything that you want to. But here's what Mika Richards has to say. He says, the Premier League has been run amazingly. We all know it's a business, but what happens to the fans, the memories fans have had all over the years, are they just forgotten about for the sake of money? I think it's an absolute disgrace. I completely agree with it. Sad day for football, black day for football, ladies and gentlemen, and as it stands, Super League might happen in August, and your beloved Arsenal is a part of it. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one.